is it going to be a deterrence to illegal immigration in the state? And what can be the consequences when this scheme is implemented कि सरकारी पैसा unrecognized villages को नहीं मिलेगा?
The order is absolutely illegal and unconstitutional. Look at the NREG Act, where it says that the NREG Act, the benefits under the NREG Act shall be only given to the persons who are living in so-called recognized villages. That's one part. When you say you are going to deny healthcare facilities, these, that, have they read the judgments of the Supreme Court of India? The right to health is a fundamental right, and fundamental rights under the Constitution of India, which fall under the right to life under Article 21 of the Constitution of India, shall override everything else. And in fact, the issue is, how do you recognize a village? Now, if you look at the Manipur Hill Council Village Areas Act of 1956, it talks about establishing a village authority, which is equivalent of the Assam Frontier Justice Regulation Act of 1945. It is not about recognition of villages. Show me the act under which a particular village and the process under which a village is to be recognized by the state government of Manipur. So they might have announced, but at the end of the day, this has to stand the constitutional validity test. And secondly, I mean, is it going to be implemented only in the hills or in the plain areas also? See, I mean, this whole campaign that Manipur has so many outsiders, so many illegal people. Please remember, official estimate of the government of Manipur, it's about 4,000 people who have come from Myanmar. That's the official statistic. Now, if you go to Mizoram, it's about 40,000 or 50,000. So there's no point, exaggerating the figures. I am saying even today, the announcement which was made by the government of Manipur, if it is tested before the High Court in Manipur, it will not stand constitutional validity test. Because there are certain rights, including right to health, which cannot be denied even to a foreigner. There are refugees in this country, in Delhi, recognized by the UNHCR, including the Rohingya refugees. You cannot deny them the Aadhaar card. You cannot deny them the healthcare facilities. So under what laws of this land, you are saying that we will only extend to the recognized villages? Please just read the acts under which these facilities are available. There is no reference. In fact, there is no distinction between.
Mr. Okay, point taken, Mr. Chakma. Let me take a contrarian view. Okay, let me be the contrarian in this debate. Let me be the contrarian in this debate. Manipur has a problem of illegal immigration, yes. Manipur has a problem of poppy cultivation, yes. There is a political debate on NRC, yes. There are states, adjoining states like Mizoram, they are not implementing NRC, yes. So where do you start, sir? I mean, so where do you start? Where do you say, now this far and no further, I will not allow the government funds to go to illegal immigrants? I mean, so somewhere you need to start.
Wherever you start, it has to start with the due process of the law. If the law permits, you are allowed to take it. But if the law doesn't permit, the constitution doesn't permit, you cannot take those steps. Now, please, we have to understand, at the end of the day, we are governed by the rule of law, whatever is laid down in the law. So we have to see how the villages are recognized in Manipur. And once you recognize these villages, you have to read this act with the other particular acts, say for example, NREG Act. Now look at the NREG Act. It talks about every person above 18 years in the rural areas or in urban areas. So you have to read, with other acts. So I mean, there are problems. Doesn't mean that you can take illegal action. So whatever action you take, it has to be in accordance with the law.
Let me go across. Let me take opening comments. Dr. Thombing and Brijesh are waiting very patiently. Dr. Thombing, your opening comments.
The announcement of government of Manipur with regard to not providing sustenance, MGNREGA project and other PM Surya project, and with regard to an assessment of villages mushrooming and illegal villages mushrooming, the idea and then the concept. Now, as Mr. Chagma has said, there are concern raised of human rights and constitutionality with regard to it also. My simple premise is that the idea of villages and then the chief institution and then the components of a village in a Kuki, Zomi villages, it was evolving organically before an idea of nation state was even developed also.